Good morning, everyone. Oh, my phone looks like it's gonna like fall right off. Let's not have that how we start today. I feel crooked. Guys, what's going on here? Okay, I think I'm all right. How is everyone? Give you all a minute to get on. And also gives me a minute to, oh, I dropped my, I'm just throwing things around. It's totally fine. We're just going to watch Jen throw stuff around today. Hello. Let's see. Oh, I'm trying to wave, but I can't. There it goes. Hi, Amber. Good morning. My hands are still like frozen and I'm trying to like share and I can't do it. Thank you. It's like one of those like, yeah, one of those random finds. Like I think I found it at like some vacation shop or something. I'm trying to see. I thought I could share. Oh wait, I can share. That's right. I always forget how to do it and then I go back and then now I remember. Here I am. Now I'm sharing, so here we go. Perfect. Yay. All right. I know I have it on. I don't have I have my little heater next to me. It's on and it looks so nice. I don't know if it's even blowing air though. The fan is really loud. So I don't like to keep it on. So yeah, that's Jen's woe of the day is warming herself up. Hello everyone. Hello. I hope you all are having a great Monday so far. And where are we? I keep thinking it's the end of the month and it's not the end of the month. It's the middle of the month. But I don't know why. I feel like it's already been like January, all of it. So this week, actually, we have our first, IG feature of the year. Woo! I've been busy kind of behind the scenes, scheduling them and a whole bunch of them, getting them situated. So on Wednesday, we have Elle Swan, and she is the author of How to Be a Mermaid. It's a book. It's all about, I'm kind of going through it now, and it is, 30 days. It really has been. That's exactly what it's been. Hey, Robert. So I will be chatting with her about her book, How to Be a Mermaid. And it's all about like working with the water element and stuff like that. So it's been really interesting read. Thank you. And that will be 10 Pacific and 1 p.m. Eastern on this Wednesday. So that's the 12th. But like I was saying, I swear it's the end of the month, but it's not. Excuse me. My throat is not cooperating today. So that's where we're at. Then after that, I will also be announcing in another day or so, we will be talking with Stephanie Redfeather about her empath oracle cards. I'm really excited about that. That's going to be really cool. I have so many people lined up. So now it's just me organizing them. We have a couple of February scheduled. So you definitely want to make sure that you have your notifications on here and you follow us on all the things. So once I interview them here, it is in the videos on here too, but then you can also watch them over on our YouTube channel. So make sure you are subscribed to that as well. And then what else is going on? If you don't have December's issue, you can go and follow the link in our bio, grab the e-zine. You can always do that. We have lots of stuff brewing. It's quite lovely. So as long as they all go smoothly, we're good. Look, I got my Hexy Witch cup today. So because my throat doesn't like me today, so here we are. Anywho, let us get some cards out here. So I'm going to use the Mystic Palette Tarot by Ciro Marchetti. I just got this one recently. And I always love his art and his colors. Always. Yes, in the Fireside Chats with Amy on the 3rd of each month on Facebook Live. There is that as well. So you definitely want to make sure you are subscribed to all the things so you don't miss it. All right, let's see. We have the Zero card. We don't need that, but that's fun. Let's get those together. And then since we are going to be speaking with Stephanie, we're going to use her empath cards today. See how they work out. Try them out. Hey, Saphira. I really just feel like my phone is not secure on this thing right now. Stay. So, yeah, we're going to use the empath cards. It's going to be a good time. So today, I did want to focus on our moon sign, reading for our moon sign, if you know what it is. If you don't, that's totally fine. You can do it however you want. But your moon sign is all about your emotional self. It's also the part of you that you keep hidden from others usually. So, if you know your moon sign, try it out. See what you think. See what the reading is and how it works for you. And if you like, you can also just take all 3 of your signs and create your own little horoscope for the week. So, we are all about just all the things here. You do whatever you want. So whatever works with you. And yes. Oh yeah, that is easy. If you don't know it, you can definitely go, an easy one that most people know is astro.com to figure it out, and you just put in all your info and it tells you. So if you want to do that and then come back to this and watch the replay, that's always something you can do. Or just, just do your regular sun sign or rising sign, whatever resonates with you. That's what you do. That's how we like to do it around here. But we're just going to give that a little bit of focus, I think, this week. Go from there. Why not, right? Here we go. Here, reading, apply it to your emotional state. Yep. So when we are doing the moon sign readings too, it is kind of like, it's like your emotional compass. So how it's just gauging that, or the card may relate to that, or decisions regarding that, depending on how it is. So it's definitely something to try out. All right, so let's go. And then it's however you want it, whatever you want it to be. So this, I just realized, I like the back of these cards. I just realized, these elements on them. Those are super cool. Very, very nice. Very nice. Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us today. So let's start with Aries. So if you are an Aries moon, actually, I'm an Aries moon. All right. That works. Let's start there. So we have the Queen of Pentacles. Ooh, this is a pretty card. I want her headpiece. Look at that. So for you this week, your emotional energy may be focused more homework and really just nurturing that, giving it some time. Maybe, you've been caught up in all of the holiday rush and all of these things, but now things are settling down finally, hopefully. And now it's time to kind of take your emotional stock and how everything is around you, and mostly focus on your work and home. So I would definitely take some time to nurture those areas and see if it helps to kind of reset you and get you ready for the rest of the year, or what the rest of the year has for us, has in store. All good things, all good things. So let's pull our empath card. Let's see what we get. So we got, the great year. Interesting. Now let's see. So I'm going to need the book on this one for sure. Let's see what we got. So This is when I need like the interim music, just as I'm looking, because I seem to take forever to find the things in the book. So we got the great year. So Aries, or Aries moons. Your soul is ancient, beloved star child, and you have been around the galaxy, so to speak. There is an innate understanding deep in your memory banks of the vast circles of time that occur as the celestial bodies and phenomena in the universe travel through space and time. Whew, wow, that was a mouthful. Okay. All right, let's see. And it says that you embrace your role and the cycle that is known as the great year. So this is all about ascending, and I guess just that remembering. So that's really interesting. I like that, you know, and I think that goes with that Queen of Pentacles card too. It's going back to, you know, your own understanding and how you are feeling, how you want to feel. So if you're going to use this for your moon sign, Aries moons, that's really something to gauge. Like, even if you think back to when was like a great year for you, harness that energy as you're going in to this one. That's what I'm saying. All right. Awesome. Yes, Amber is mentioning for us here, if you want a card pulled for you, use the little question mark bubble if you're on your phone, or you could put it in the chat. And if you do put it in the chat, it is, you know, we say put it in caps because then it just is easier to spot. If we have some chatting going on, then I can go back and it's easy to find. But I do like the question mark bubble because it kind of holds all the questions in one spot. And that is quite handy. I have to say that is one Instagram upgrade I like. I was looking through all the filters today. Like, I wanted to try for a new filter. And they're all just so weird. Like, I don't think I can go for like the whole time with like plants sprouting out of my head. I guess I could, right? Like, who am I to say I can't do that? But all of them were like, so like things just bouncing around. And so I was like, fine, we're just going back to this, you know, this filter. We're going back to the sparkle filter because it works for everything and it always makes the cards look good. And that's, you know, that's what matters. They are weird. Like, I just want like a really nice one, or that they're so like, some are really faded. Like, it's hard to like use just regular on a live. Like, if you want to take a picture, yeah, they're cool or whatever. But another conundrum of Jen today, trying to find the right filter for us. All right, so that brings us to Taurus. So either Taurus, just Taurus rising, or Taurus moon. But if you do know your moon sign, I'd like you to try it in regards to your moon sign, just to see how it works, you know? Yeah, see, well, thank you. See, you know, Nicole knows. It does, it matches. I have a funny story. So my background, right? Last week I had a dream. I had a dream that someone was like, your background sucks. It's awful, right? And I was like so offended about it. And I was talking about it on a different live I was on. And somebody's like, well, I did look at it and I did decide it probably needed a good ironing. And I'm like, wait, that wasn't the point. That's not what we were doing. Like, that's not. But I do have my steamy thing broke and I got a new one. It's on its way. But I was like, you know, I was telling you a personal tidbit how somebody hated my thing on my dream. And she's like, well, it does need to be ironed. I was like, fine. I know. I get it. So here we are. Another fun tidbit. So Taurus. Yes, Taurus or a Taurus moon. Whichever floats your boat. We are getting, let's see. We have here 5, 6, 7, 8 of Pentacles. 8 of Pentacles. Look at that. That's intense. There's a lot going on there. So Taurus, for you, you're in that work mode right now. Hey, Callie. You're in the work mode right now. You're like in that mode. So I think, you know, if you are going to look at this in like a moon situation, I would really just tap into how you're feeling about it, how things are going for you, and emotionally how you're feeling as you're in work mode. I mean, if you're going through work mode and you're like, this whole thing sucks, I hate it all, then maybe that's something you need to look at this week. Or if you're in work mode and you're like, yeah, I got this, I'm doing it, then you know that your emotional self in that mode is good, and maybe you don't have to tweak anything. But sometimes, you know, most times there is always a little bit of something to tweak. And don't be stubborn about it, because, you know, Taurus, that happens. And, you know, sometimes we have to really look at that and admit it to ourselves. Like, yeah, I want to believe that I'm really great and I'm really doing awesome in work mode, but maybe I'm not. And maybe even that means self-care too. So that is something to think about. Taurus or Taurus Moon. So let's pull an empath card. Oh, this one looks interesting. We have here Master of Trillions, which, all right, that works for me. Let's see what they have to say about Master of Trillions. This guidebook, I have to tell you, has so much information in it. That's why it's taking me forever. So Master of Trillions, Taurus, you are more powerful than you know, beloved. Do not take this statement lightly. It is a common phrase of your human generation, but we ask you to hear these words newly. You are more powerful than you know. I like that. See, Taurus, it's okay. It's okay to be going through things and sometimes feeling some sort of way, because you know, she knows my identity of me, superhero. Yes. You know, you are awesome, and it is, but you know, it's that whole being in that superhero phase all the time, right? It takes a toll on you, and you need to be sure to practice some self-care. That's okay. You know, we don't mind, Nicole. We don't mind at all. So yeah, Taurus, you know, I think that's really what you need to think about is, you know, if we're talking about being that superhero in that work mode, how are you feeling in it, and making sure that you aren't just doing it to do it and not be stubborn in it, and give yourself room for some self-care. That's what I'm saying. So that brings us to Gemini. All right, Geminis. And if anybody would like me to pull a card, go ahead and throw your question in the little question bubble if you're on your phone, or in the comment section. But if you could put it in caps, and no, I won't think you're yelling at me, then that would be helpful, because then I won't miss it. So I was talking to somebody on Messenger, somebody I kind of like a student client type, whatever, and I put an exclamation point. Like, I use them, I probably overuse them. Never mind, Amber, didn't ask, I'm just saying. No, I'm kidding. And I put an exclamation point at the end, like, oh my gosh, I'm running around, I have to go do this, like, exclamation point. And she got like really offended. She's like, why are you yelling at me? And I was so confused, because I thought caps was yelling, not an exclamation point. Like, exclamation point was like, wow, you know. But it made me pause. Like, I was like, wait a minute. How many times have I used this exclamation point? And do people think I'm yelling at them? Do you guys use them? Right? Right? Do you think that it's like, if I did it like that, then it's like, oh my God, yeah. But do you see it as yelling? Or do you see caps as yelling? I mean, when you're asking a question here, it doesn't mean yelling. But I just thought that was very interesting, because I just never even thought about it. And here I am throwing exclamation points all over the place, and I never even thought about it. I'm telling you, it definitely, now I'm like a little more wary of using Oh my God, okay, Amber. Oh my God, now I threw cards everywhere again, guys. Now I see exclamation points. Ah, telling you. I'm just asking, because I'm not sure. Right? Okay, imaginary restaurant. I knew it wasn't me. I knew it wasn't just me. Because I'm like, crap, that means I'm yelling all the time. But I don't think so. I think it was just something that she felt. I don't think that's a general. I feel like I need to do like a survey question on it, because now I need to know, right? Right. Saphira. Oh, Saphira needs a card. Okay, then. We shall get Saphira a card. Let's do that before we move. What? Gemini. Gemini is next. Don't let me forget. Oh, look at this. Oh, this is pretty. I love this card. So I'm going to say this is, what's 3? We have the Fool. We have the Magician. Empress. And there we go. Look how pretty that card is. I love that. So I think, Saphira, for you, is finding comfort in nature, I think, is really, really important for you this week. And really making sure... Oh my gosh, right? See, I have 3 Yorkies, so, you know, we all get excited sometimes. It just happens. So yeah, for you, I think it's all about finding comfort in nature. And I think for you, it is really doing some grounding is really important for you too, Saphira. And just, you know, before you do work or before you deal with a situation, make sure you do some grounding first. And, you know, I know you have all your little furry loves, so definitely even doing something like that. Or if you don't have time, just running your hand under cool water is really a great, easy way to ground when you don't have a lot of time. So I think that's something that is what you need to do this week, Saphira. All right, so then that brings us to Gemini, right? Gemini. All right, Gemini, so what do we got for you? So we are just getting all the Pentacles, I guess. Page of Pentacles. Look how pretty that is. And I love the turtle and the fox. Actually, I love all the animals on here. And I love the mushrooms. So here we are, Page of Pentacles for Gemini. So Geminis, this week for you, and you could do Gemini or Gemini Moon. So Gemini Moon or regular Gemini, whichever you want to take. You know, I think this is the Mystic Palette Tarot by Cyril Marchetti. It just came out. So for you Geminis, I think it's about, you know, it's all about, I feel like that beauty in nature just keeps popping up. Like that phrase keeps popping up for me. But I think for you, it's time to do something different. I think you need to either change up your routine or drive a different way to work, however that is. But for you, it's being more mindful of what's around you and being mindful of that beauty in nature and how it makes you feel. You know, some people love the ocean, some people love mountains, some people just love being in the forest. So Gemini, which one of those areas really makes you happy? Because that's where you need to go. That's where you need to be. You need to take the focus off yourself, I feel like, and put it somewhere else. So in nature and being mindful of all the little things like the birds flying by, or maybe there's a tree that is blossoming that you're just noticing. Gemini, that's where it's at for you this week, is taking that attention away from, like, stop overthinking about yourself and put it into something else. So that's what I'm saying. Stop overthinking about yourself. And buy yourself some flowers. Why not, right? That's always good. I have my money tree. I have my little money tree that sits over here, and it's growing so well, and it makes me so happy to look at it all the time. So we have mental discipline. That goes right along with what I just said. I love that. Okay. So actually, what I really like this would be a really great card to meditate with. Right? If we were just kind of like staring at that for a while. I like that. So with mental discipline, here we are. Dearest child of the stars. I like how she just addresses everybody in each card, like with some loving like intro. We know how distracting Earth life can be for humans. What with so many obligations, responsibilities, and diversions, so many choices, so much stimulation, so many forms of communication and sources of information. So it comes to you now to encourage you to prioritize, focus, engage in regular mind training exercises. So I think that's really cool because it really does go along with what I was saying, is just like going outside of yourself and really start just paying attention to what's around you and giving it some focus, because you are just a little bit too much, you know, stuck inside your head right now. So, all right, the empath card, the cards are playing nice with the deck. Give that a shuffle. So then that brings us up to Cancers. All right, Cancer. So you can do Cancer or Cancer Moon, whichever you want. So let's see what we got here. And also, too, if any of you jumped on a little bit later, on Wednesday, I was going to say on Wednesday, the 12th, this Wednesday at 10 a.m. Pacific and 1 p.m. Eastern Time, I'm going to be speaking with Elle Swan, and she wrote the book, How to Be a Mermaid, and that is published by Inner Traditions, and it's all about working with the water element and mermaids. And it's really interesting. I've been reading it, and she has really interesting take on it and how that all works. So you definitely want to come and check that out. So Cancer Moon, Cancers, what do we got for you? Oh my gosh, we got another 3 of Pentacles. What is with, you see me shuffling, I threw the cards, and I'm still all the Pentacles this week. It's a very, very earthy week, I guess. But look how cute that is. And I love how the symbols are on the leaf with the ants. Oh, look at them. So Cancers, this week for you, it's all about teamwork. I feel that, you may have been going about it by yourself, but it's time for you to outsource. It's time for you to start asking for help. And sometimes it's really hard to ask for help. I'm very bad at asking for help. It's just something that I've always done. And sometimes though, when you do it, it really makes the whole process go a lot smoother, or the situation go smoother, or just even your day, go smoother. So Cancers or Cancer Moons, it's time to ask for some help. It's time to reach out, because you will be very glad that you did. So with our empath card, we are getting the Divine Third. That's very interesting. So let's see what this card is all about. Whoa. Divine Third. So we have, I'm trying to open the book. Okay. Oh, good. Yay, Callie. So, beloved, you have reached a seeming impasse in your current situation. We see that considering all points of view, attempting to reconcile the vast disparity among the various options and trying to determine which one is right. So this is basically just about making a decision. And I think that really also too is, again, there is 3, and then we picked that 3 of, that 3 of Pentacles card, right? How cool is that? So there's that 3, and maybe you need to talk to 2 different people. Maybe it's time to really come to a decision, or maybe if you have to decide on a number of something, I'd say number 3 this week is your number. That's your power number of the week, Cancer or Cancer Moons. So there's that. I think that's interesting. I love when that too, the numbers or the symbols match up in the different cards. I always think that's really neat when that happens. So then that brings us to our Leos or Leo Moons. All right, let's see what we got here. If it's another pentacle, I'm I don't even know. No. All right, let's see. We picked actually 2 cards, so I'm just trying to see. Ooh, this one, we're going to go with that one. That one I like. We're going to go with that. So we got the Hermit. Look at this card. Look how pretty that is. Yes. There you go, imaginary restaurant. So Leo or Leo Moon, we have the Hermit. So for you this week, it's just about introspection. It's about really deciding where your emotional compass is and how is it? Is it healthy? Does it need a little attention? How can you give it attention? And maybe how that inner emotional state is affecting the outside of things, of how you're presenting, how you are approaching situations this week. So I really think that for you, Leo or Leo moons, it's really important for you to just gauge yourself, you know, and decide how that is and what you need to do, either to change it, to improve it, because it's popping up for a reason. So it needs some sort of attention. So you need to decide what attention that is. Let's see what impact card we get. Yes. Rejoin me, JJ, for grounding and sender. Yeah, definitely. That is always a good idea. Always. So you have the great year. We got the great year again. So that was all about, too, as you're doing this reflecting, going back to those spaces where you felt like things were the best they were going to be. Like you were just like, I am go. This is awesome. And bringing yourself back to that energy and really even looking around you and seeing how things were around you in order to change it. Or, you know, if you're thinking in the past, like, okay, you know, you're reflecting on how you want this year to go and all of that, Leo or Leo moons. How did it feel when you were in that space that was like, all right, this is where I want to be? And what was going on around you? You know, obviously we can't live in the past. We can't go back to the past. That's done and over, right? But we could definitely look at just the feelings that were around, the situations, or maybe there were some habits that you were doing that you stopped doing. So maybe try picking those up again and seeing if it was helpful to you. So that's what we get. That card supports my change in life. Yeah, definitely. I love that. No, that was a good one. So if you just hopped on, if you'd like a card, then go ahead and put your question or just say that you want a card in the question bubble. If you're on a phone. If not, you can put it in the comments. And if you put it in caps, then it makes it easier for me to spot. So let's see. Let's move on. Where are we? Oh, we're at Virgo. So Virgo or Virgo moon. And today, you know, I am focusing on Virgo, on the moon, your moon sign rather. But if you don't know it, that's fine. And you can just go by whatever your sun sign is. But just giving you options. That's all. So let's see what we got here for Virgos. Oh, we got that Empress card again. Yay. Look at how pretty. Love her. Look at all that she has going on. And I feel like for you though, Virgos, it's really about knowing how abundant you are and practicing gratitude. I think for you, this week is about practicing gratitude. And really reaching out to people, like letting them know that you're grateful that they are in your life and they're helpful to you, or even reaching out to somebody you haven't talked to in a while, but you're very grateful for, because, you know, life happens and we all tend to like go through the motions of our day. And then we think about somebody we haven't talked to in a while and be like, oh, I really like this person, or I really miss them. Reach out to them with a simple text, something silly. But I also think, you know, for you this week too, Virgo or Virgo moon, a gratitude list. I would like you to name 3 things that you're grateful for each day. And I really think that is something that will be really good for you, for sure. And, you know, by practicing gratitude as well, it lets the universe know that you're ready for abundance. So that's always awesome, because who doesn't want abundance? I mean, and that's however you want it to be. Abundance isn't always material. It's always money. So, you know, Virgos, send it out there and see what comes back to you. Yeah, definitely. All right, let me pull an empath card for Virgo, and then I will get to our card. I'll help you start, Saphira. Today I'm grateful for Nicole. Oh my goodness, you are funny. You're on fire today. We got that Divine Thread card again. So I think with this card, again, tying it into that gratefulness and that thread of gratefulness throughout your day. And I said 3 things you're thankful for, right? How funny is that? I love that. All right. So really, I don't know. That's all there is. Like, that's it. So let's pull a card. Oh, it disappeared. All right. Well, my little question thing said there was a question and then it disappeared. So if you did put one in there, go ahead and try it again. If not, then I don't know. Maybe it was just a ghost one and I answered it. Oh my gosh. I love it. That's what I'm saying. I'm going to say that too, Nicole. I'm like, it's just that moon sextile Jupiter. That's it. That's what's going on today. Never mind. All right. Libras or Libra moons. Where are you? Where are you? All right. You pop back up. Let's see. There it is. All right, Alex 152. Let's read your question first. I know. I wonder, did you put it up and then it disappeared? That was rude. Instagram doing that. All right, let's see your question. How can I let go of fears around applying for new jobs and interviewing? All right, let's see. Oh, we have the Knight of Swords. Oh, that's a good card for this. Because, you know, swords are all about thoughts, about actions, about, you know, really like what we are saying. So with this Knight of Swords for you, Alex, it's about making sure you know what you want and how you want it and being able to deliver that in a way that is going to be, you know, received as far as like maybe that has to do with work times or vacation times. Like go out there and get what you want and don't worry so much about how you're saying things. And, you know, of course it's job interview, so you got to be, you know, professional and everything. But I think that you need to really make sure that you stick to your guns when you are talking about your availability and let them know why you're great for the job. You don't be afraid to talk yourself up because you're awesome and what you do is awesome. And there's no reason why you cannot get a job that you really enjoy and that pays well, you know, and also be happy in it, you know, right? So I think really using your words in a really efficient way is, oh, it wasn't you, okay, is really important. So don't, you know, really just step into your confidence, Alex, because there is that job is out there waiting for you, but you're not going to get it unless you use your words, right? And that's like when, you know, when we have little kids and stuff, we're always like, use your words. But you'd be amazed how many times I say that to adults, like all the time, like because we are so conditioned to be like, no, don't say this, don't say that, don't say this. But there's a lot of things we can say, and there's no reason why we can't because we're sticking up for ourselves and we are letting people know what we want and how we want it. And there's no reason why we can't do that. So get out there, you. Go get that job. It's out there waiting. All right. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Okay. So Camoria, there we go. Scorpio, Moon, and Rising Sun. Should I push the date? Should I push to the one I want or should I wait? I push the date, the one I want. Okay. I don't know why I read that all wacko, but let's see. Let's see what we got here. I think, let's see what we got. So we have the Page of Cups, which is really an interesting one because the Page of Cups is really about new energy and new, you know, emotions, because cups is all about emotion. So how is that a new emotion for you or how is that feeling to you? And also I like the cups, and I actually like this card too, because it looks like she's kind of under the ocean. Like she's like a mermaid type. She's actually really cute. But I really think you want to make sure it's flowing. You don't ever want to rush it, push anything. Like if it's not something, if the emotions and the energy isn't flowing, then I wouldn't push it. And if it's just going along and everything is just flowing, then yes. And if right away when I say to you, is the emotion flowing, that answer that just popped in your head, that's the one you want to go with. Okay. That's what I got for you, Camoria. All right, so now we go to Scorpio. All right, Scorpio. So Scorpio or Scorpio Moon, whichever. Oh, you're very welcome, Alex. And we have, the Wheel of The Wheel of Fortune. And I'm going to say, it goes this, I don't know where it goes. Wait. Okay, so it goes this way. It's very interesting, this card. I feel like it really looks upside down in my head, and it's not, but it looks like it. Yes, there you go. So Scorpio, you know, what comes around goes around, right? So whatever situations that maybe you had set in motion a couple weeks ago may be coming back around for you. And this is the time when you're going to be like, okay, I'm going to dive into this situation, or I'm going to let it go. And sometimes, you know, it's okay to let it go, because you know what? If it's meant to come back around again, it will. And it might not just be the time right now. So when these repeating things pop up for you, really decide how you feel about it, how you want it to go, and if it's the right time. And if it's not the right time, let it pass by. It's totally okay to do that, because if it's meant to, it will come back. But I do feel like right now isn't like the ideal time. So that's what we got, Scorpio or Scorpio Moon. Let's see what empath card we got. We have, star bathing. I don't know what that is, but I want to do it. It just sounds nice. So, is this the last card? No, it's not the last card. I thought it was. So, star bathing. Let's see what this says. Here we go. Although the stars are ever present, your ability to see them at night provides a visible portal through which you can connect to the celestial essence. So, let's see here. I think it's just really talking about harnessing the night, you know, like harnessing the energy. And maybe too, that's where you need to, you know, get that energy, you know, maybe at night is where your answers are going to be. Or maybe just by and look at this with this filter, it's pretty awesome. So maybe, you know, you need to just go outside at night. And if you need to make that decision, go outside, consult us, talk to the stars. Why not, right? We know it's star. I know what it is, but I'm just curious to see what she was saying. Because she writes in this, she really writes like 2 pages or so, if not more, for each card. So each card is literally like its own situation. Like, it's crazy. But with you, Scorpio or Scorpio moons, with that wheel, with things going around, it's really interesting, I think, that maybe the answers are for you at night. Maybe that's where you're going to find your answers, or you're going to have the most clarity. So that's really interesting too. I think that, I like that. Definitely. That's cool. I like that, Scorpios. All right. So then that brings us to Sagittarius. All right. Yeah, I'm going to be speaking with Stephanie, who made these empath cards, towards the end of the month. I'm really curious to talk to her about them, because I'm in there, Saphira. I'm floating around in your head. But, I mean, she really, like, these cards are so in-depth, and it's really, there's a lot going on here. So I'm very curious to ask her about them and talk about them. All right. Sagittarius, moon, or just Sagittarius? What do we have here? We have Justice. Ooh, look at that. Love that. That's a really cool Justice card. So for you, Sagittarius, you know, or Sagittarius moon, this week, I think it's about making sure that you make decisions that are fair to you and not worry about what others are thinking. You know, I feel like Sagittarius this week is about, you know, a lot of things will be popping up, and it's like, you know what the easy answer is, you know what the easy solution is, but it's probably not really great for you. It's not something that's resonating with you. So I really do think that you need to really decide what you want, and really about making sure that you do what's fair for you. Because even though it's fair for you and you know it's right, that's not always the easiest decision to make, right? Like, sometimes it's easy just to make a decision just to kind of get the situation over with, and that makes everyone happy and we're done. You can't be doing that, Sagittarius. This week, you need to make decisions that support you, for sure. Yeah, definitely. All right, let's see what we have here for our empath card. We have future universes. Interesting. All right, future universes. So I really think, you know, just kind of going off what I'm getting with this card without looking at the thing here, is that it's all about for you, Sagittarius, too, is by doing, you know, making your decisions now and doing them in a way that is fair for you, that it will change the course of how the future is going and how you are going to be headed into different decisions in the future, you know? And it just says, yeah, it just says the moment of now is the convergence of every choice you've ever made. Yet ahead of you lies every possible outcome of each future choice. So that again is that just kind of like, yeah, those, by standing in your power, by making decisions that support you, you're changing the course of your future in a better way for you. So definitely. Yay. Look at you guys throwing your hearts all over. I love it. All right. So we have Capricorn. All right, Capricorns, what do we got for you? Or Capricorn Moon, whichever way you would like. So for that one, we have the Magician. And it's Zero. He's the Magician. I love that. So Capricorn, you have all the tools that you need. And if you are looking at a Capricorn Moon, you have all the emotional tools that you need to get through anything. So if tough times are heading, or if you're still trying to get back from the holidays, like kind of get back into the swing of things, you know, don't give up. Keep going. Know that you have what you need inside to get things going, but you also need to tap into it. We can all say, yeah, I have all the tools I need, but if you don't use them, right, then what good are they? So recognize what they are. Like, find out what your emotional tools are that you're really good at and use them. You know, it's not, we can recognize them, like I said, all day long, but it's actually using those tools. That's what you need to be doing this week, Capricorn. So that brings us to our empath card. And this one is Sirius. All right, let's see what it says about this. So I would say we're tapping into this energy of this star. There are a couple of stars in this deck that they do talk about. So this is obviously one of them. And I'm trying to find it. Let's see. I'm really curious to see what it says about this one. Yeah, because it says here, divine child of the cosmos. I just want people to just address me with these little beginning notes of every single day. So it says the Oracle of Sirius comes up to you now with access codes for entering into higher mind, the casual body, connecting with your I am presence. So that's really cool too. I love that, because that again is talking about tapping into your emotional tools and using them, so that, you know, by even working with the star, looking at a picture with the star, maybe that's going to ignite some codes, you know, light codes within you that maybe you'll discover a new emotional tool that you didn't know you had. So if you don't look though, you won't know it's there. So you need to get on to that, Capricorn, and let me know, because I'm curious. So that brings us to our Aquarians, and that is with Aquarian Moon, or just a regular Aquarius. So yes, let's see. That brings us to, this looks like here we have the Wheel of Fortune. No, the World. I am like going all over with all of these cards, because these cards are all over the place. Oh, bye. okay, gotta go, bye. Yes, go do your teaching. So for you, Aquarius, you know, you have choices. You have choices. Hey, Elliot, I was talking to Marcus about you today. So I'm so glad you hopped on. So we have here, Aquarius, it's all for you choices. You can also make choices outside of what you see, because sometimes your choices, the best choices, are the ones outside the box. And I feel like for you, Aquarius, or Aquarius Moon, whichever one you're going with, that's where your choices are. They are outside the box today. And I really would like you, you know, during this whole week even, I would like you to really not go with what's right in front of you, but really go with those things on the perimeter, because I feel like that's where like the gold is for you, Aquarius. Like that. All right. So next we have the spectrum of purpose. You know, and I like this to go with what we were doing, because sometimes our purpose isn't always what we think it is, right? And it comes to us in really weird, random ways. And then you discover like, oh, okay, maybe that's what I should be doing. So I think, Aquarius, that whole outside of the box thing for you, I think that's where your purpose is. And I think that's where you need to definitely, you know, kind of follow this little trail to that. And I love that these are also like chakra colors too, because maybe for you, it's going to be like a very physical experience. You know, maybe you're physically going to be going somewhere different, and that's where you're going to discover these things. So that is really an interesting, you know, kind of take on it, and something to think about. And I think for you, Aquarius, just sitting there thinking about it for a little bit and giving it some time will really help you. And then that brings us to our Pisces or Pisces Moon. Let's see what we got for you. We have that 8 of Pentacles again. So many Pentacles. Oh my gosh, so many Pentacles. So Pisces, for you, this is all about, you know, what is it that you're working towards? What have you been working towards that maybe you stalled out a little bit on, and you need to kind of reignite your fire? So I feel like this is exactly what this card is. It's that reminder like, hey, yeah, remember those couple things that you put aside and you didn't start back up? Now's the time to do that. So Pisces or Pisces Moon, get going, get moving, and really start getting yourself back into the routine. And then that brings us to our in the health card. So if you would like me to pull a card for you, use the little question bubble if you're on your phone. If not, put it in the comments. And also be sure to join me on Wednesday, 10 a.m. Pacific and 1 p.m. Eastern time, as I chat with Elle Swan on how to be a mermaid. I'm really excited about that. And, you know, she is, you know, just by reading her book, and I was looking at her like website and stuff, like she's so like magical. Like you could just like, it's just like coming right off her. So I'm really excited to chat with her. And then Stephanie Redfeather, who created these empath cards, I'll be talking to her at the end of the month. So, all right, Pisces, let's do this. We have the Megalithic Gateway. That's intense. Let's see. All right, I'm going to have to look this one up because I need to know what this is. So here we are. Look, and I went right to it. I love when that happens. So here, look, another. Dearest Galactic Traveler, I feel like when I address anybody, I want to address them with all of these. There is a powerful megalithic complex that has been beckoning to you in the higher planes of consciousness. What have been the content of your dreams lately? That's fancy. I like it. So, all right, Pisces. So we're talking about, you know, kind of getting back with it, getting into the swing of things. Maybe that has to do with something that is related to a dream that you have, or something like a dream or a goal, you know, that's calling to you. So whatever that is, whatever that higher consciousness is calling to you right now, in this card, with this cool megalithic symbol, that is your gateway. So use that 8 of Pentacles energy and go for it and get moving and get things started, because there is some higher calling that's telling you it's time. So that's what I have for you, Pisces or Pisces Moon. Would anyone else, does anyone want a card before we finish up here today? This one really, I can't believe we're at an hour. How did that go so fast? Also, if you would like to check out our December edition of magazine, make sure you follow the link in our bio, and you can get the e-zine, buy it, read it right away. It's an awesome issue. It's all about legacy. And also, Elle will be joining me on Wednesday for that, and then Stephanie Redfeather at the end of the month. So make sure your notifications are on so you know what's going on, all the things. And then also I'm planning on having Elliot on once we get all that situated. See, I told you I have lots going on. So you definitely want to make sure you have your notifications on. And I'm here every Monday, so be sure to join me. I hope you guys all have a fantastic week ahead, and I'll see you next week. Bye.